Well, I think that we all can agree that prices for homes in Austin have gone up faster than anybody could have ever predicted. There was a huge surge in buyer demand at the early part of this year, and we are still seeing listings selling within a matter of days and multiple offers. And more times than not, houses sell for more than they're listed for. Now, if you have some cash to work with and you plan to stay in the house for a while, it might make sense to do everything that you possibly can to get the house that you really want. But what happens if you get priced out? What if these prices rise to a point where you can no longer afford to buy a house? One option is to drop out, continue to rent, and hope that somehow magically prices come back to where you think they should be. This would not be the most effective strategy. And I will apologize in advance if I say anything to offend you. But that's the adult equivalent of believing that Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney and give you what you really want. Another approach would be to shift your search to areas where prices are lower, there's less buyer demand, and there's a lot of new construction. And if you stick around for this video, I'm going to tell you about a place like that, and it's called Hutto, Texas. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the Northern Suburbs in Austin. This is a map of Travis County, and everything to the north is Williamson County. Most growth forecasts estimate the population of Travis County will double in the next 30 years, while the population of Williamson County will quadruple. Part of this is there are twice as many people in Travis County right now, and a larger percentage growth is easier to obtain if you're starting at a lower number. But the other part of it is the amount of new construction in Williamson County. Most of the growth and development has followed the interstates. The first developments were along I-35. Round Rock and Georgetown have some of the oldest subdivisions, and at 130,000 people, Round Rock is clearly the biggest. Next, there was a lot of growth along 183, and most of that happened after the toll roads were completed. Take a look at these population numbers for Leander. Since 2010, the population of Leander has increased 250%, and a big percentage of those new residents moved into brand new homes. The third interstate, the 130 toll road, is often forgotten, and most of the area east of 130 is often overlooked, which brings us to Hutto. You'll notice it's just north of Pflugerville and just east of Round Rock. Just east of that 79-130 intersection is Ed Schmidt Boulevard. If you follow that north towards the water tower, do you see it up there in the distance? Notice to the right is a lot of undeveloped land. But on the left, which is the east side of Ed Schmidt, you're going to come to a completed subdivision of approximately 500 homes called Emery Farms. These homes were built between 2007 and 2014 and originally sold in the low to mid $200,000 range. These same houses today are selling in the $350,000 to $400,000 range. If you continue along Ed Schmidt Boulevard and take a right at Limmer Loop, on your right will be the Hutto Town Square subdivision. These homes are about the same age as the ones in Emery Farms. They were built between 2005 and 2014, and current sales prices are comparable to the ones over there in Emery Farms. These houses are selling in the mid to upper $300,000 range. Directly across Limmer Loop is Hutto Town Square. These are Coventry homes, and you'll notice there's still construction going on in this subdivision. Now, I'm showing you all this to give you an idea of what's already here. And if we continue north along Ed Schmidt Boulevard, we're going to get a glimpse of what's coming. On the west side, Ashton Woods is developing a huge parcel of land which will eventually have about 1,000 homes. On the other side of the street, across that big field there, is a Lennar development which will eventually have about 1,100 homes. Further up the road, directly off of Ed Schmidt, is the Taylor Morrison development. And as you can see, this is a very new development, and they're going to eventually have over 1,400 homes. And if you add all this up, between these three builders, you're looking at close to 4,000 new homes. I'm going to use Taylor Morrison as an example. They have starting prices in the low 300s. Currently, they have a bid process, but the winning bids are usually not substantially over those starting at prices. For comparison, the Blanco floor plan is available in both Hutto and Pflugerville, and the Cyan is in Leander, and it appears to be close. Take a look at the starting at prices for effectively the same house in these different suburbs. And the other thing to keep in mind is the rate at which they're going to be able to build these houses. I'm told that Taylor Morrison is trying to get to 20 to 30 new houses every month. And if these other builders can maintain anywhere close to that kind of production, you're talking about close to 100 new houses available every month. And remember, the starting at prices are actually less than what those older homes are currently selling for. Now, you also might want to check out the video I did on the new developments in Manor, which is also on the east side of 130, just a little further south. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And if you're thinking about buying or selling real estate here in the Austin area, I would love to help you out. All of my contact information is in the video description, so don't be shy. Let's make your real estate dreams come true.